This program has been made possible by Weatherby Asset Management. The views and opinions expressed are those of the guest.
Hello, devoted moms out there. Welcome back. We are off our summer hiatus, and Devoted Moms with Regina and Tasha is back. Regina, so good to see you, darling.
You know, hiatus. I've always wanted to use that word. It sounds so scandal-like. Sounds real. Hi, devoted moms. I'm really glad to be back with you all. We have a guest today. We've had Dr. Berry on before, but now we actually have her beautiful face, and we are going to jump right back into today's show, and then Tasha and I will catch up with you later about our summer. Adrienne, Dr. Berry, how are you?
I'm good. How are you all?
You are absolutely beautiful. Unknown to our devoted moms who also tend to juggle lots of things. We juggled technology this morning, and no balls fell on the floor. And if they did, we picked them up.
Absolutely.
So how are you?
I am okay. I am on my journey.
You've been really busy this summer.
I'm sorry, Regina?
You've been really busy this summer. I have been watching your focus group, your blog, and you've hit on a lot of interesting ideas and thoughts. And so I'm just curious, is there a way, Dr. Berry, for our devoted moms to get access to your focus groups or to your blog?
Well, if they follow me on Facebook, and you know that I am not the technology person, so, I have asked several of my friends to assist me with all this technology piece because all I want to do is the work. And because I'm actually on Twitter at Dr. Adrienne, but it's spelled out, and then on Facebook as well. But we're in the process of kind of updating some of that information so that people can just go to one location and sort of see it all. But
great.
If they go to Facebook, I'm just Adrienne H. Berry.
Okay, and that's B-E-R-R or B-A-R-R-Y?
E-R-R-Y.
Okay, all right, got it.
Awesome.
All right. But so yes, we've got a couple of questions. We want to make sure that our devoted moms know that Dr. Berry has agreed to be with us at least through the end of the year. Even though that sounds a really long time, it's actually just like three months left in this year if we think about it. But we want to talk about mental health. Most of us, in at least this part of the world, are coming off of summer break or moving or transitioning into the fall. And so, Dr. Berry, what are things that you'd like to suggest for devoted moms to think about as we transition into the time where the leaves are changing and children may be back in school and the adjustments?
Well, one thing that I always say to people is that we don't need to wait until January 1st in order to review our resolutions and those things that we've said that we're going to do differently. And so I really recommend that people do a quarterly checkup to kind of see what your goals have been that you've set for yourself and for your families, and to see where you are in achieving those so that you don't wait an entire year before you say, uh-oh, this isn't working. I need to do something different.
That's good.
Quarterly. I like that.
Well, it's like when you say you're going to lose a certain amount of weight. And if you don't gauge it along the journey, you'll look up and will probably have not reached your goal weight and may have even gained some pounds. And so mental health is the same way. And mental health encompasses everything that we do in our daily lives to try to stay healthy. And that's juggling all the balls as mothers, as wives, as friends. It's all of that. And so now that the kids have gone back to school, you've got all these different activities that you are trying to add into your schedule, and a lot of times we are getting lost in the process because we want to be the best mothers, we want to be the best wives, and so a lot of times we set these really lofty goals that are probably too lofty to achieve in a 3-month period, 4-month period that probably need to be extended over to 6 months or a year. But instead, we try to cram so much in, and before we know it, we're frustrated because we don't feel like we're accomplishing anything well.
You're right.
That's good.
You know, and to think of it, even, you know, when you think quarters, I also think seasons.
Right.
And so, you know, I think another way is as the seasons shift, I know I do a seasonal shift with my closet and my clothes.
Right.
And so that's a really good idea to think about checking in. I mean, we do it with our fire detectors, you know, when the time changes, you know, we are prompted to do some things. So I think the quarterly or looking at the seasonal reflection, and also would you say celebrating what you did accomplish?
Absolutely.
I mean, I survived the summer.
You know,
I survived 10 weeks without school.
I just think that a lot of times we don't give ourselves the pat on the backs that we need. You know, we're looking or would like to have some acknowledgement from someone outside of ourselves because that's human nature, you know. But every day you should be celebrating the fact that you were able to make it through yesterday and you're headed to tomorrow. So it's
The Devoted Moms, I found special effects. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, but it's celebrating those little accomplishments along the way because life can really feel overwhelming. And I think that, you know, this summer from the couch, I have just seen so many families who are in turmoil and in peril from the nucleus of the couples being funneled down to the children. And it's a lot. Life is a lot. And so we've got to find a way along the journey to figure out how to get through it and feel like you are really doing it on a level that you want to do it on. And the only way to do that is to be reflective on a daily basis and say, okay, what's working, what's not working. Don't just wait until we get to December to find out, my kids are failing, or I'm having problems on my job, or whatever it is. You have to be so reflective every single day. And I encourage people to journal. I have 7 different journals that I'm writing in, and I say only a psycho would do that. But
and those, do you have several different altars? Are you Dr. Berry in one and Adrienne in the other, or? Because I think that's interesting. Because I know that I have many facets.
Yeah, you do know that you have seen some of my posts and the tagline will say Dr. A, and in parentheses it says because she's different from Dr. Adrienne. So that's my alter ego. Yeah.
Well, and not to mention the Falcon woman. I mean, you are Miss Falcon. Shout out to the Falcon.
I'm a football fanatic, but I am a Falcons fanatic. So yes.
Which is that a part of your self-care, Dr. Berry?
I'm sorry?
Do you consider that a part of your self-care that you, I mean, you're really into the Falcons?
I am, Regina, and you know, as an only child growing up, because I was an only child, but I have a brother, and we are 20 years apart, same mom and dad.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about him.
But as an only child and a girl, I did football with my father, and I am a daddy's girl. I mean, I'm close to my mother as well, but I'm a real daddy's girl, and he wouldn't allow me to walk around the games and kind of hang out with my friends. I had to actually sit there and watch the game. And his response would be, you wanted to come to the game, so you need to sit here and understand what's going on. Well, that's how I developed the love of football. And so it has always stayed with me. And, you know, I'm lucky that my family understands because for a long time, my mother did not, and she might want to go shopping on Saturday when Auburn and Alabama were playing, and so she didn't understand that. But you know, I said to somebody recently that football between September and February are clearly the happiest months of the year for me personally because I get football at least 4 days out of the week.
Oh my God, you get it 24/7. Are you kidding me?
ain't watching reruns.
Woo!
So,
God bless you.
So it is an outlet for me, and I feel like everybody needs to have one.
Right.
And people won't understand what your outlet is, but that's why it's your outlet, because it's what works for you. And so I tell people, if it's not criminal and if it's not illegal and immoral, then you need to find out something that makes you personally satisfied, even if nobody else in the world understands it.
Dr. Berry, it has been so awesome to have you on the show, and I really truly look forward to a few more shows with you this year, and kind of letting our devoted moms and our listeners really get to know you better and learn more about how you work. You are fantastic, and I welcome you to our devoted moms family. And devoted moms out there, we're so happy to be back. Regina and I really missed you, and so we really look forward to the rest of the year together. We're going to be here every week at 12 noon Eastern, and talking about the hot topics that are going on in the world today, as well as just different topics that are important to you. And as you can see, you have my email address and Regina's, so please email us if there are certain topics that you would like to discuss and talk about, because we definitely want to hear what you want to hear. So thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Berry, thank you so much.
Okay.
Go forth and heal the world.
Absolutely. Take care.
And go Falcons.
Go Falcons.
Weatherby Asset Management is dedicated to providing exceptional wealth management services by forming partnerships built on trust, understanding, and thoughtful advice. For more than 20 years, they've been offering objective perspective, personalized planning, and sophisticated investment management to individual investors and families, as well as pension plans, foundations, and endowments. Contact them at www.weatherby.com. Weatherby Asset Management, located in San Francisco and New York City.